before the Spaniard arrived, was the Philippines really poor? Imagine this. Thousands of pieces of gold, datus wearing expensive jewelry, Filipino ships sailing across Southeast Asia, and trading with China, India, and Arabia centuries before Europe arrived. This is not a legend. This was the Philippines before colonization. But why does it seem like many people have forgotten this history? Tonight, let us discover how rich the ancient Philippines truly was before the arrival of the Spaniards. Before Ferdinand Magellan arrived in 1521, the islands we now call the Philippines were not yet a single nation. They were made up of different kingdoms, sultanates, and barangays. But even though they were divided, that did not mean they were weak. In fact, the ancient Philippines was already an important center of trade in Asia. Merchants from China, India, Malaysia, and even Arab kingdoms arrived on these shores. And because of this, our ancestors gradually became wealthy. One of the biggest reasons for the wealth of the ancient Philippines was gold. There was an abundance of gold in our islands. In fact, some foreign traders even referred to parts of Mindanao as the land of gold. Datus and nobles wore golden earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and even gold tooth ornaments. These were not merely decorations. They were symbols of power and status. Through archaeological discoveries, many ancient gold artifacts have been found throughout the Philippines. One of the most famous is the Golden Tara, discovered in Agusan, proof that our ancestors possessed advanced artistry and craftsmanship. But gold was not the only source of their wealth. Our ancestors were also master shipbuilders. They built what were known as barangay boats, large wooden vessels capable of traveling across distant seas. With these ships, Filipinos traded with different parts of Asia. They transported pearls, food, seafood, wax, wood, and valuable goods in exchange for porcelain, silk, and other luxury products. The Philippines was never isolated from the world. We were part of a vast international trade network. Across the archipelago, powerful kingdoms began to rise. One of them was the Rajanate of Butuan. It became known as one of the richest trading centers in Mindanao. It had direct connections with China and with other kingdoms throughout Southeast Asia. In the Visayas, the Rajanate of Cebu flourished. Meanwhile, in Luzon, the Kingdom of Tonda and the Kingdom of Maynila held great power. These kingdoms had their own laws, systems of government, and organized societies. They had warriors, merchants, fishermen, and artisans. All of this shows that long before the colonizers arrived, a thriving civilization already existed in our land. When the first foreigners arrived in the Philippines, many of them were amazed by the wealth of our ancestors. According to historical accounts, ancient Filipinos were skilled traders. They knew how to write and possessed their own culture and beliefs. In some places, the use of gold was almost considered normal. Some people wore it every day. Because of this, foreign powers became interested in our islands, and eventually, this became one of the reasons for colonization. When the Spaniards arrived, they did not discover a poor and uncivilized land. They discovered an archipelago filled with wealth, trade, and organized communities. But as time passed, the course of our history slowly changed. Much of the wealth of our ancestors fell under colonial control, and along with it, many parts of our ancient identity gradually disappeared. The ancient Philippines was not a poor or ignorant nation. We were part of Asia's growing world of trade. We had our own culture, technology, art, and civilization. The gold of our ancestors was not only material wealth, it was also a symbol of a rich and proud history. And even today, that history remains part of our identity as Filipinos. The question now is, are we ready to rediscover the true wealth of our past? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Because on this channel, every piece of knowledge matters.